Hi everybody, I'm going to do a little bit of a different video today. I'm going to talk about processing and reclaiming clay. I figured out that I'm out of soft and really usable clay, and I got a deal on some hard clay, so I will show you folks how to process that down. So welcome to right outside my studio. I'm going to reconstitute this clay. Although it's still plastic, I've decided it's so far gone that it basically needs to go back to the reclaim stage in order to become usable again. It's just going to be easier that way, especially because I have so much to process. So I'm going to dice it up all really small, and I'm going to put it into this large trash can full of water and let it sit for a couple days, and then I'll reclaim it back out again. So today's video is about doing that. So time lapse time. So here I have some reclaimed clay that's been sitting under plastic for a couple of weeks out of my reclaim buckets. I just put my reclaim on weir boards and then I cover it up with plastic and let it dry slowly and evenly. That's just something that I've kind of gotten into over time. I find that reclaiming on plaster does work well, but you get differential dryness on the top and bottom, and sometimes the little peaks dry out and form chunks, and I just find it's nicer to put it under plastic. I'm in no hurry, so I figure doing it that way is just easier in the long run. Alright, so I have my board of reclaim here. I'm just going to wire this off real quick. Just going to take my wire and just run it right down along the board. Here I've got my reclaim off the board. I'm just going to cut it through a couple times, flip and consolidate it, just so that I get a roughly even spread of moisture throughout the whole thing. I don't want to end up with, one batch of clay that's really wet and one that's dry. I don't know, maybe do that about 5 or 6 times. It doesn't have to be super well incorporated or anything like that. Just a good average is fine. See, I've got all kinds of different clay in here. That batch that I will reclaim next week will get reclaimed in very much the same way, just it'll all be that buff clay and not a whole mixture. So we'll work on about half of this at once, I think. That's about half. Right? Yeah, that's about half. Actually, it's going to go back there. So, let me see if this is still in frame. Yeah, it is. Okay. So, I always pretty much add just a little bit of fire clay in. Helps things from sticking, and if my reclaim is a little bit too wet, it helps prevent it from being too tacky. So I'm spiral kneading now, and I'll go through that kind of slowly. So it forms this kind of mollusk shape. I do this backwards. I just recently found out a lot of people will go the other way around. This is just how I learned. And the way I do it is I lift the lump up, and then I kind of twist this portion, I don't know, maybe 1/8 of a turn, into itself, turn the lump slightly, come back up again, down, up, down, with that slight twist every time. And a pivot point forms underneath here. That's what it kind of rocks under. That's what the whole ball kind of rocks on as you do this. If I'm wedging about 20 or 25 pounds at once, I'll do this about 100 times. I guess that's why they invented pug mills. So I just kind of work my way around in this pattern. I'm not counting right now, but when we cut it through, we'll see how far along it is. It's important to keep your spiral large enough that this isn't overlapping too much in the middle, because that's how air bubbles get worked into your clay. So like if I start to make this smaller, like this, things start to overlap here in the middle and those air pockets get trapped. So I keep my spiral a little bit larger and that decreases that. And when you're wedging, use your body. Don't use your arms. You'll get tired really, really quickly. I put my right foot back, my left foot forward, and I'm using my whole upper body weight. And basically my arms locked to do this motion. Reduce the strain on your joints and on your hands, on your muscles. Just realizing pulling a little splinter here. Get rid of those. I'm going to ball this up now. We'll cut through and see how well mixed it is. And that's pretty good. I'm gonna give it a little more and then we'll bang it. I often do this with freshly bagged clay as well. I don't wedge as much with freshly bagged clay than if it's reclaim, just because it doesn't need as much mixing with itself, but it does kind of wake it up a little bit, so oftentimes I'll give it like 20 or 30 kneads to the bag before I ball it up. With plates, if I'm making plates, I wedge more. So this is ready to sit for a few days and then use. Kind of hear that tackiness in there. That'll start to go away in a second. And if you have some really hard chunks that aren't going away, you might just have to continue to cut the clay through with your wire and slam the pieces together for a good while longer until everything gets all broken up and you can start to wedge it. That does happen. Despite keeping the reclaim under plastic, some areas still dry out more than others. I think that's probably about good. So that completes the process. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you folks again soon.